Yay. Just wanted to talk briefly about the meat industry propaganda. I brought it up in a previous video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I put the link on here. Yeah, I noticed that there's still a lot of people who are unaware of it. To be completely honest, when I mentioned it in my video, I had never done no research on it myself. I never looked into that shit. But I didn't have to because I already know the nature of the beast, right? I know that these people will not invest the kind of money they have into this industry without fighting to protect their interest by whatever means necessary, right? So when I did finally look into it, it didn't surprise me what I found. It was like, yeah, I knew it, but seeing it does hit different, right? So I just want to make sure people are aware that this is a real thing. This is just not some vegan nonsense or something we making up to discredit meat eaters. But I noticed that it's just an abundance of these trolls. It's always popping up on vegan posts, on vegan pages and groups. Think it's bizarre, like a lot of people do. Like, why y'all so worried and annoyed by this little small percentage of the population? But that's a trend you'll find with a lot of insecure groups, right? These are actual quotes, well, alleged actual quotes from a Reddit post that I just put up on the screen. Supposedly a meat eater or a meathead who was working with the meat industry exposed these things. They couldn't give their identity because they signed an NDA. But yeah, they mentioned these and some other things that they were doing, at the request of certain companies, right? That will remain nameless. But you take this for what it's worth. If you think this is some vegan that decided to hit Reddit, and some vegan shield that wanted to go to hit Reddit to discredit all the meat eaters on social media, fine. But if you know anything about the history of this shit, these things have been being exposed. Like, not really nothing new. It's just more like anything else with the internet. It's more blatant now. It's harder to deny. I'm gonna put the links to the articles that I found in the description because people need to see it. We need to be aware of what's going on. I see a lot of people complaining in the comments, like, what is up with y'all meatheads always trolling in the comments? Well, you see, they've been put up to it. And it was really funny when I ran across that last one about the crop deaths, because I had just been hit with that recently in the comment section. Somebody brought that up as a argument. Didn't even understand what the point of it was. I kept asking them, what would you suggest us do? Like, not pick the lesser of two evils? If we have to choose, shouldn't we choose between the thing that does the less harm? What would you suggest? That we starve to death? Nobody eats nothing? Really a silly thing to say, especially if you're a meat eater, because you're guilty on all counts. You're participating in factory farming and the crop death if you eat vegetables too. So there's no point in bringing that shit up for real. Like, it's some kind of tit for tat, tu quo que, fallacious way of arguing. But anyway, yeah, see it for yourself. Like I said, it is different when you see the people admitting to what we've already known. And at this point, I think it's fair to ask anytime you see one of these people in the comments, who sent you and who do you work for? So chew on that. Be aware. Be healthy. Peace.